Welcome students. Today we are going to see structure. In last 2-3 periods we have seen what is meant by array. Array is collection of variables of same data type. In last period we have seen array. Array is a collection of variables of same data type that share a common name. Also we have seen some programs based on array. Also we have seen various types of arrays, that is array of integer, array of float, array of characters, array of character that is called as a string, that also we have seen. Now here we are going to see the structure. What is meant by structure? Structure is collection of variables of different data types, as array is a collection of variables of same data type, that is array is a collection of variables of same data type. Unlike that, structure, it is collection of variables of different data types. So there is one kind of difference between array and structure. Array is collection of variables of same data type, whereas structure is collection of variables of different data types. Now how we define the array? We define the array by using data type given, that is suppose integer, and name of the array is suppose n, and then we give the subscript that is 10. So this is the declaration of array. Here n is called as array. Array of how many integers? Array of 10 integers. So 10 integers, that is 10 integer, it means 10 same data types will be reserved in the memory. But sometimes situation may arise where we would like to store such data in which there are different types of values. Thus we require different types of variables. So different types of variables can be collected together and we can derive our own data type. That is a structure. So structure is collection of variables of different data types. So what different data types we can collect together, and collectively what they are known, that is how to define structure. How you are going to define the structure? So in C++ we can define a structure by using keyword struct, then give the space, then give the struct name, whatever the struct name. So struct space student. So student is a name given to the collection. What the collection of different variables? Collection of variables. Which different variables we are collecting, that we have to bind here in this opening and closing curly bracket terminated by semicolon. So this is called as a struct body. So struct space struct name, that is student, and opening curly bracket closing curly bracket, in which you are binding, you are collecting, you are having the collection of variables. You see how many variables are collected: integer, roll number, character name, this is the char name, float, tr. 3 variables are there. All these 3 variables, you see, they belongs to different data type. As a variable role is there, which belongs to int, variable name is there, which belongs to char, variable per is there, which belongs to float. Now one integer, one character, one float variable, or one variable role, another variable name, another variable PR, all these belongs to different data types. They are binded together in this opening and closing curly bracket, and collectively the collection of variables of different data type. This is the collection of variables of different data type. The collection is called as struct student. So here we have collected 3 variables of different data type. As per our definition, structure is collection of variables of different data type. So these three variables of different data type are collected together, are binded together. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, you see they are binded together, and the collection of different variable is known as struct student. Now once structure is defined, this is the general form of structure definition. Once a structure is formed, it means we have derived our own data type. As C++ has given us integer data type, float data type, char data type, double, long int, unsigned int. Similarly, here we have defined our own data type, and our own data type, that is called as a struct student. So it means that we have today derived our own data type, struct student. We know that suppose whenever a thing is to be purchased from the market, when a particular commodity is to be purchased from the market, and say computer is there, and in that computer suppose you don't having whatever you want, the configuration of computer is not according to your choice. So in no way, what you can do, you can assemble it. Similarly, roll number, name and percentage, combination of three variables and collection of these three variables will be called as a struct student. It means we have derived our own data type. Now once our own data type is derived, we can declare the variables of it, as we can declare the variables of different data type, basic data type like integer, char, float. Similarly, we can declare the variables of struct data type. Now come to the void main. You see, struct student s. So this is the variable declaration. We know that we declare the variable. How we declare the variable in main? Integer n, and what we say that n is the variable whose data type is integer. You can say here roll is the variable whose data type is integer, name is the variable whose data type is char, pr is the variable whose data type is float. But here all these three variables are combined together, and collectively they are called as a student, struct student. So that collection struct student is one new data type, and here you are demanding the variable yes. So here you can say yes is the variable whose data type is struct student. So this is the yes variable. This entire variable is called as yes. So what about the combination? The combination you had created, you have demanded the variable yes, no doubt. But which data type it belongs? It belongs to data type struct student. And how the struct student is, suppose instead of this you might have declared integer n. So what we can say, n is the variable whose data type is integer, thus 2 memory locations will be reserved, 2 bytes will be reserved. But here struct student yes, yes is the variable whose data type is struct student. It means that you will be getting a yes variable. This is the yes variable. How you have got? You have got it as a combination of one integer, that is roll, one character, that is name, one character, that is float, like this. And roll, name, pr are called as the members of yes. Why? Because yes is the variable, but it is the collection of variable, collection of variables. Yes is a variable, but it is the collection of three variables: roll, name, pr. So how this particular member can be identified? Particular member can be identified as yes dot roll. Yes is the variable. Dot, that is a dot membership operator. Yes dot roll. Roll member of yes variable. Name member of yes variable. PR member of yes variable. Because yes is a such variable which is the collection of variables. Yes is not an individual variable. Yes is a collection of variable, roll, name, PR. So every individual member variable, roll, name, PR, these are called as the member variables. Why? Because roll, name, PR, these three variables binded together, collected together and got a new variable that is called as a yes. So yes is no doubt variable, but it is the collection of three member variable, role, name, PR. Thus you can assign the values like this. Yes dot role is equal to 1. So definitely only role member will get the value 1. Yes dot name, only name member will get yes dot name is equal to x. So x will be assigned to only name member of yes variable, and yes dot pr is equal to 91.62. The 91.62 value will be given to the only pr member of yes variable. So this is the structure. How to, what is the definition of structure, how to define the structure once a structure variable, once a structure is defined, how to declare the structure variable, how the memory reservation will be there, and how to access the members. So you look at this, I think you have got the structure. We are going to see some more programs. So this is the definition of what is in by structure. This is the general form or example of how to define the struct, how to collect the variables of different data type. And once a structure is defined, as we have derived our own data type, we can declare the variable of it. So here yes is the variable of that data type, and how to access each member by using dot membership operator, So this one is the example. And if you want to verify whether all these members has got the particular values which we have given, you can see out it, no problem. So this is the one example. Tomorrow also we are going to see some programs based on it. Thank you.